Night number 2 of the show of shows on Sunday sees 6 matches, but only 1 tag team match as opposed to the 4 that we saw on Saturday. And that's where we'll begin. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, Monty Ford and Darrell Dawkins take on the Final Testament, Karrion Kross and the Powers of Pain. In my mind, they did a horrendous job building up this match. It feels rushed. It feels unearned. There's no other way around it. It's got a certain element to this match that I do not like. The Final Testament is a blasphemous stable. You got that Jezebel Scarlet running around half naked. They use the cross as their part of their logo. That's a disgrace. That's a disgrace. I will be pulling for the almighty Lashley and the Street Profits in this one. They want to smoke and they're going to blow it right in Karrion Kross's face. For the United States title, you've got a triple threat match featuring Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens versus that clown Paul Logan. He's got no business being United States champion. None. He wouldn't know Blackjack Mulligan if he fell on him. I expect this to be a very physical affair, and in the end, we'll see a new champion. Paul's cronies will get involved with the brass knucks, and they'll try to sell you that dopey drink of his. The dynamic between Orton and Owens will be fascinating to watch, but my money is on the Apex Predator. The voices will tell him to hit an RKO out of nowhere when Paul tries to do some acrobatic maneuver for the TikTok, and he'll lay his ass down for the 3-second tan. Moving on, we come to AJ Styles versus LA Knight. The build-up to this has been good, not great. Ever since Styles came back, he's been feisty. He's shown spunk. Maybe that's something to do with that Barry Bonds cycle he went on. But he's been vicious, nasty. That being said, I expect Knight to go over AJ here. As for some godforsaken reason, the WWE Universe has fallen in love with LA Knight. To me, he's overrated. This idea that he's something special is mind-boggling. What he's done with his character is he split the baby. He's part rock and he's part Cold Stone. And he's 100% fraud. I mean, for crying out loud, his catchphrase is hell yeah, minus the hell. Gee whiz. But the fans love him. He'll hit that BLT and it'll be good night the lights, Mr. Styles. The lone women's match on Sunday features Bayley taking on Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship. Bayley earned the right to this match by winning the Royal Rumble, lasting a record 63 minutes and 3 seconds. Nicely produced. She decided to challenge her former protege. This all transpired after her former Damage Control teammates pulled a Pearl Harbor job on her, which should come as no surprise, seeing as 3/4 of them are Japanese. I mean, let's call it like we see it. I would expect we'll see some outside interference from Damage Control, but I would be shocked if Bayley loses. She's a veteran. She's paid her dues. She hasn't held a belt in a while, and the fans want to see it. Right now, Io's got Dakota Kai as her mouthpiece, which isn't great. Okay, let's be fair. Dakota Kai stinks. Couple that with the fact that Io's English is a little spotty, so she takes a hit there. So we'll see a new champion. That brings us to Drew McIntyre versus Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now this spot was probably supposed to go to CM Punk, but we all know what happened there, and they've used it to push Drew as a big-time heel. For my money, McIntyre does not put fannies in the seats, but Rollins might be looking for some time off here with that knee in the back. I don't know if that's kayfabe or not, but he's been a little banged up, and he might be looking for some time off. Drew, on the other hand, is looking for a title run with his actual fans in attendance. But even if he does go over, I could see a cash-in scenario taking place with Priest, possibly on the Raw after WrestleMania, which is always a hot crowd and a big show. So you have to factor that in. I expect a back and forth affair here with lots of near falls, as is customary in a big title match. Gun in my head, I think you'll see McIntyre win here, and he'll proceed to put us all to sleep with his celebratory promo on Monday. Lastly, it's the match that fans have been clamoring for over a year. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, versus the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. No matter how you slice it, this match has a big fight feel. The long-awaited rematch from last year's WrestleMania, which almost didn't happen. Dwayne Johnson came along, and he decided he was going to face his cousin in the biggest match of all time. And then Cody said, hold on now. I won the damn Royal Rumble. I decided the main event. And of course, you had the groundwell from the Cody crybabies, moaning and groaning. We want Cody. Finish the story. Pipe down, will you please? Jays. You had the great one. The people's champ. The Rumble Bull. The most electrifying man in sports and entertainment. Willing to step away from Hollywood for a while to face his cousin for the marbles, and you urinated on it. What a bunch of ingrates. I mean, my God. Remember, folks, Rock's not getting any younger, and his schedule isn't going to be this open. That's a bad job out of fans. Terrible. So you'll get Cody versus Roman. Will it be a great match? Probably. Is it icon versus icon? No, it is not. Not yet. Cody isn't there yet. Cody's not going to be the boat that floats everybody. Roman, on the other hand, is a legend. The Tribal Chief has held the title for an astonishing 1,315 days. Good for fourth on the all-time list. So you better damn well acknowledge the man. He's got the Superman punch. He's got the spear. There's an aura about him. I don't know where WWE wants to go here with bloodline rules. I could see a scenario where there's a run-in for Cody, perhaps from the likes of Steve Austin, due to the presence of The Rock. As we all know, The Rock and Stone Cold had a feud back during the Attitude Era. So you have to factor that in. In that case, could you imagine the pop if the glass breaks? Here comes Austin, drunk as a skunk, with the beers and the middle fingers and the stunners, the whole bit. The link will explode. Or how about an appearance from John Cena? Either way, I don't think we'll see a clean finish. Keep both men looking strong. I don't really have a little sensitive feel of where they want to go here. I would lean towards Cody because they're painting it like he's got 1,000,000-to-1 shot to win. And then they switch it on you. So if I was going to pick them, I would say Cody ends Roman's reign. So there you have it, folks. WrestleMania 40, live from Philadelphia. This has been RussoMania. Enjoy night 2. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock, 888 Mad Dog 6. We'll take your calls on the granddaddy of them all. One which I believe will go down in the annals.